Welcome back everyone to the daily recaps from the PWA World Cup. We have wave, we have freestyle, but we're going to be focusing on slalom, which is where I'm going to be competing.
He lost his helmet. I have never seen that. Nico Preen on a big crash.
It got so windy now, but it's so fun. We arrived here just a couple of days ago through stormy, rainy, really nasty weather, and that could mean only one thing: it was the wafer's turn. After one day of wave action and a lay day where we actually almost went out on the water, but the wind wasn't quite enough, the wind turned around to the easterly direction, and that's why you see it's flat like a pancake behind me, but actually it's not that flat out there, it just looks like. But it got really, really windy, and therefore actually we weren't sure if the freestylers were going to start first or the slalom guys.
We are gonna go with the slalom.
On a personal note, guys, I have to say I'm struggling a little bit with my health. I'm getting sick way more often than I should as a healthy 29-year-old. I'm currently taking some tests at the doctors. I'm getting my blood checked, which actually came back perfect. So it's a little bit strange. I'm getting the flu way too often, and I'm also still not quite good. So my expectations were a little bit low, and actually some people told me I should not talk about it because it's not a great image or whatever, but I wanted to share that. That's something I struggle a little bit with at the moment. So my expectations were not so high, but little did I know that it was actually going to turn out quite well.
Cold, action, good party. Cold, but no, it's good. You know, you get all these different conditions, variable.
Surprise. It's always a surprise.
Lots of different conditions. It's going to be an interesting one.
Kind of the perfect place, the perfect spot to compete. I like it, it's rough.
We've got quite the unusual direction. It's east wind, which means it's completely offshore. We've got good weather. But yeah, it's offshore, so it's quite tricky to say what the wind is like out there. It looks quite windy out there, it looks like nothing over here, so we're rigging basically 3 different sail sizes from 5.7 to 7.7, and yeah, we hope to get some wind readings from the race crew who's already out there. They're gonna let us know how much wind is out there.
It's windy, yeah, today.
I will not rig the 8.7, let's say. Actually feels like nothing here, huh?
Yeah, it's zero, but it's white caps over there.
But before we start with the action, we want to remind you guys, and especially the ones who are new on this channel, how our elimination system works and what we are actually doing out there. So basically you can imagine it like a soccer world championship. You have an elimination system, and in the first round the best 2 soccer teams advance. Well, with us it's the best 4 out of 8 advancing into the next round, and that repeats basically all the way up until the finals. So always the best 4 advancing into the next round, and in the A final the position 1 to 8 are determined, and in the B final the position 9 to 16 are determined.
So here we go, preview of the start. This is the way the course will look. You'll cross the start line on starboard tack, head down the first reach, obviously around the first mark, around the second mark, and then we come up to the penultimate mark on the inside, and then we have the final jibe mark on the outside, fully down the last reach, cross the finish, claim the win. On the Neil Pride, it should be Nico Preen, and here we go. It is Nico right down that bottom end. The wolf, the beast just ahead of him. That's Johan. So Benedetti with a good start in the middle, but the beast and Nico Preen down this bottom end with the best start, and it is Nico Preen. Oh, he's having some sort of moments down there. Nico Preen doesn't look comfortable. There is some sort of cavitation going on the foil. then it is going to be the Beast that goes round in first place. Then it's going to be Nico Preen. Then we're going to have Pierre Mortefond, then Benedetti. So Johan So, the Beast, in first place. Second place is going to be Nico Preen.
Yeah. You want to say one more middle finger. Want to say something else? You want to say hi to your family?
Ciao family, I'm good. Hello, I'm under the water.
You're good because you didn't start yet. We talk again in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a
He
helmet.
lost his helmet. I have never seen
No.
that. What an animal.
Yeah.
His neck is that strong and his legs are that strong that it didn't phase him.
Exactly.
We're about to find out. Bruno Martini round in first, the Beast in second, Benedetti in third. Looking good. Bruno Martini is in second, but the Beast, Johan So, wins the first race of his 2024 campaign, but in the second place. That was a photo finish
Yes.
between Daniele Benedetti and Bruno Martini, the two Italians.
Just get squeezed from, I think, the Phantom guys. And I was just after the starting line, I went down. And then I get hooked from the harness line for Pierre, and they snatched me the helmet. I was a bit like surprised, and I was still holding my stuff, and then nothing. Actually, I was going okay.
Solid start to the event, I would say. In the semi-final, I had quite a good start on the pin end, and I wanted to repeat that in the final, and didn't quite go to plan because I was just a touch late. And I think Bruno was above me. I really wanted to get the pin end again to start all the way downwind, but Bruno was a touch in front of me. I couldn't make it to the starting line in time, just by like half a second or a second. Basically got rolled straight away. Bruno got taken his helmet off by Pierre in front of me, so I actually got a bit lucky there because I could pass Pierre. But then in the first jibe, I wanted to go a bit more risk, because I saw opportunity to overtake from the inside, but then I leaned in just a touch too much because I wanted to really get a tight turn. But with the seaweed out there is something we're all struggling with at the moment. There's this strange algae in the water, and it really pushes the nose down like crazy, so you can't push around in a jibe like you normally can.
Was really strong in the end now, and a lot of seaweed in the water, but was okay. Like, it's tricky, but it was okay. I feel good. I like the strong wind and the power, so I hope it stays or increase, and I think it's supposed to. So.
Whoop, whoop. Let's get it.
Semi-final. Number one, elimination 2, looks a really nice spread line as we go down that bottom end. And I think it was Bruno Martini again with a great start. Great start from the Italian. As we come into the first mark, so it's Bruno Martini, then Amado Vrieswijk. Top 4 here will make the winners final. Bruno Martini already got a second place to his name. Nico Preen has sailed quite a lot of the times here in Sylt. He's got the German crowd on his side, and he's got a YouTube audience to keep happy. So He's going to want to push super hard on this last jibe mark because he wants to make that winner's final. It's Enrico Marotti in third. Keep an eye on that jibe mark because there's going to be some big movements here. Benedetti does go in ahead of Nico Preen. So Nico Preen is missing out. Oh no, he's not. That's Enrico. So Nico Preen is up. Yeah, there we go. Nico Preen, Benedetti, Bruno Martini and Amado Vrieswijk. Looks like it'll be those 4 riders that will go through to the final.
Is this blinking? Red? Want to say hi to your parents? No, not like that. That would be fucking cool.
Well, we got Bruno Martini's in there. We've got Johan So pushing through the middle, but it's Nico Preen who is leading out of the prize at the moment. But look at Amado Vrieswijk. So Bruno Martini, by default, is now leading. I mean, the guy's got some serious speed. Nico Goya in second place. Johan Su in third place. Then we've got Mortafon. Then maybe Preen or Maciek Rakowski. He was claiming so early there. Never a good idea, but he does it. Second elimination to Bruno Martini. Second place for Goya. Third place, Johan So. Fourth place is Mortafon. Preen in fourth place. Fifth place, sorry.
This time I had a great start in the final, made it to the first mark in about third, I think. Wanted to gain 2 spots, but actually lost 2 spots. So it didn't come out so well after the first jibe, but managed to get the 5th place in the pocket.
So fun racing out there with the guys. Ah, beautiful. It's freaking tricky conditions with the algae, not really getting less. Our speeds are like, I'd say, around 3 knots lower than what we do on algae-free water, and we need a bit more rake on the back wing. So I have a little shim in here. We have a little bit more rake on the mast. Shout out actually to Enrico, not only for giving me the advice with the shim, because he was really doubting me, because before I was without shim. Later on I added a shim, but also for borrowing me the tail wing. Because as you might remember, over in Fuerteventura I broke my tail wing. Couldn't get a hold of a new one in time, and Enrico really is such a legend for borrowing this to me and competing out there with me, you know, basically giving me an advantage. But he wants to win fair and square, so it's really nice of him.
Was tough because I get squeezed this time from Nico, not that hard like Pierre. Somehow fortunately I got the gust, I went down, and then I was able to push with a nice wind. And yeah, happy to my sailing. To be honest, more happy for my speed. Let's keep going.
It was tricky. Like there's a lot of weight in the water, like little weight. It doesn't stay on the foil, but it makes the water really dense and really draggy. So we're not really quick, and it makes us like all being really like back leg power. So we all try to increase our full power to be balanced, but it's also like on the first reach with the swell and the wind, we're all going up and down. It's really tricky to be straight.
After 2 exhausting eliminations, it was a bit of a hard call for the race crew to decide whether we were going to go back out and do 1 more elimination or not, because it is exhausting, and some people were doubting whether it's fair or not with the seaweed, and therefore, yeah, it was a bit of a hard call, but in the end we were going to go out for the 3rd elimination. We didn't have lunch, we did the 2 eliminations back to back, and the 3rd one came straight after.
So Bruno Martini round in first place, Pierre Mortafon in second place. Then we've got Nico Preen, then we've got Enrico Marotti. Oh, what happened there? which is not the guy you want in 5th. Oh, no!
Going down.
Another wipeout for Amado Vrieswijk. Something is obviously not right. Nico Preen as well, been really consistent. 2 finals for the German. So there we go, top 4, easy in the end, easy, like a cruise. We've seen that not always pay off, but it looks pretty consistent. So Bruno Martini easily in the final, Mortefon in the final, Nico Preen.
It got so windy now. Let's say 25 knots, gusting more, but it's so fun. So fun to race with these guys out there. I just had this situation with Pierre where I overtook him from below on the second reach. I don't know where I took that from. I don't know, maybe he was even going a bit slow, but these situations just makes you appreciate so much what we're doing here, what we're allowed to do. It's so fun.
Down this bottom end once again, Bruno Martini, Nico Preen, oh, the big crash. And it looks like that was Enrico Marotti who crashed up there. Matteo Iachino looking good, letting it all hang out down this bottom end. So is Nico Preen. Goya goes round in first, Johan in second, then we've got Matteo Iachino, and then we've got Bruno Martini, and a mistake from Iachino has allowed Bruno Martini to push up into 3rd place. Bruno. He's going to try and put the hammer down on this reach. He knows it's his last chance, and look at the speed of the beast. Johan So takes it, Bruno Martini in second. What a race. I don't know who else was in that race because those guys were just on fire.
3 exhausting eliminations, and that's it for today. Pretty decent first day. It's rough out there, it got more and more windy. The last one was by far the most exhausting. I think it was a solid start to the event for me. So 3 times final, we can work with that. Sorry?
You cannot close the sail with 70.
No, but then why we didn't go 64? Huh? 64.
But why you didn't 64? Because
I'm blaming myself too.
this is a joke. We didn't train one day this year with this stuff. One day we didn't train this year with this stuff because it has no sense. It has a sense only when stuff are not right. The water is full of seaweed, man. Full.
Final standings after the 3rd day of competition here at Sylt and the 1st day of racing is Johan Soy in the lead with 2 bullets, and then Bruno Martini, who's been racing really well today, with 1 bullet in second, and then Nico Goya in 3rd. And in the ladies, it's Justine Lemaitre who is leading right now. She won all of the races except 1. We have Mario Mortefon in 2nd, and of course Blanca Alabau, our Spanish star, in 3rd. And another special one is 4th, because that's Bobby Lynn, probably the youngest competitor of the fleet. So congrats for sitting in 4th right now. And for me, well, what can I say? I didn't quite manage to deliver the best performance in the finals, but I have a 7th, a 5th and another 7th, which right now puts me in 6th position, and actually I think I'm quite happy with that. So I'm looking forward to more racing and to see what we can do the next day. Be sure to stay tuned, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also be sure to let us know in the comments what you want to know, what questions you want us to answer. We're going to be reading them. Lars is going to go, as usual, back into the editing booth, and the video will be up tomorrow morning. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.